So, big question. Can a relationship survive the ick? Well, the New York Times spoke to experts to explain how to handle sudden feelings of disgust. And the good news is, it does not necessarily mean that you cannot make it as a couple. So phew. But can you guys bounce back from the ick?
I mean, I think it depends. Is it an early ick, like a beginning of the stage relationship? Because to me, an early ick is an out, right? Is it a late stage ick? I think you can maybe work your way through that. But it depends on also, is it a physical ick? Like, did they do something gross, like in this article? Some guy she was driving with, he like licked his hands while he was driving? Or something very odd.
Is it a grip thing?
Like that? I don't know what it was. But I don't know.
An F1? What do you mean? What grip does he need?
But that to me is different than an ideological ick. Like if somebody you find out suddenly is like, you know, voting for like an opposite.
You guys are opposed.
That to me, you can get over one maybe a little bit and maybe not another. Anyway, I think it depends on the type of ick and the timing of the ick is what I will say.
I also think it depends on how many options you have, what your past relationship. If you haven't had a date in 2 years, that ick, you'll be like, that's fine, I can look past that because I haven't found anybody in a long time. I think it depends on if you're shallow, how much money that person has, because I've seen a lot of rich people get away with really icky behavior and everybody looks past it. And I also
Or
think,
maybe they're just ick.
right, and maybe they're just ick, but I also have a girlfriend who went on a date with a guy and they went on a hike and she kind of didn't want to go on the date anyway because she didn't like his profession. But she's like, she was at the bottom of the hill and then he went back up to get something and then she watched him come down the hill. You know the way you kind of, your body kind of does this? When you come down the hill, she's like, she saw that and she was like, I got the ick instantly and she was out. But
See, that to me is a weird ick.
She wasn't really, but my point is, she wasn't really in the first place.
That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. You're not really in.
Yeah. No, I think also like when you go on, the thing that makes it hard at the beginning is when you just don't know somebody, you can't be like, that's gross. But like 10 years on or 5 years on, you know?
You're nose blind to it.
Well, yes, and they can do it, and then you could be like, stop that. Like you get to also have the like intervention, which is kind of maybe a form of intimacy, a less desired form of intimacy perhaps, but being able to be yourself fully and then be able to also call out things that you don't like with your chest. I think that's
I get what you're saying.
I like the healthy spin on that. I like that. There was a guy I was dating for a little while, and I wasn't fully in and I wasn't fully out. But anyway, we were driving one day, and my ick was that I looked over from the passenger side, and there's a piece of, you know, the skin between under your nose and your top lip?
Yeah.
It was like really puffy. So it kind of looked like this. Hold on. I don't know what it was. It kind of bubbled.
Did he have something? Was it always like that, or was
Only in
something
his side
happening?
profile?
Only on the side profile.
Oh.
So
Gotcha.
when he was driving, I'd look and I'm like, oh God. But from the front, you couldn't tell, and he was a really good-looking guy. It was
God,
like
we are
that.
the worst.
And,
Like that?
and
Humans
so
are
then I
terrible.
decided, you know what? Like, I got the ick, but only the ick from the side. So anytime we would drive together, I just wouldn't talk to him.
Okay.
I always looked out the front, right? I always looked this way. So he's like, hey, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, why won't you look at me? I'm like, just looking where we're driving. Just looking where we're driving. So, you know, I mean, we broke up after that, so maybe it was the ick. I
Him
don't
and
know.
his puffy lip are married to somebody else right now. And he's so looking at this.
Oh, God, I'm so shallow. Anyway, Riley, we love having you back. Thank you so much for being here. Love being back.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.